What's going on, folks? Today I want to talk to you about a few issues I had concerning discourteous behavior. And I'm starting to figure this out, that this is related to validation. Let me explain. When you show someone a discourtesy and you're purposely offending them, right? What you want them to do is to try to correct what happened, whatever that was. When you slighted someone and they didn't do anything to you, you're banking on the idea of them trying to come to you to make amends on your terms. So you're seeking their validation in some way. I'm sorry. They're seeking your validation. You'll have them seeking your validation, in some way. So the first situation I had was simply a matter of basic courtesy. And, I was going into a building and the door closed and it had a time lock on the door, so the door locked, and I had a bunch of papers in my hand and a briefcase, and I was taking them somewhere. I was going to do some things. And there was a person who couldn't swipe or get in this building. So what happened was I went back, I dropped everything I had, went back and opened the door for this person. Now what they did was, a normal person, people like you and I, if someone had done that for us, the first thing we would have done was extended our appreciation of their courtesy. And we would say thanks, right? Someone holds the door open for you, you say thanks. This person threw their head back, rolled their eyes, and proceeded down the hallway. To which I gave them a blank stare, and I think I said to them, "You're welcome." To which they didn't respond. And I wasn't really looking for a response, but I was stating that because that was the appropriate thing that should have happened in that scenario. So I felt really slighted because I had taken my time to show a courtesy to someone else and they just disregarded me. And that's what I mean about the validation thing. People are low functioning and low grounded. It goes back to childhood, and whatever's going on in their head, these childish adults, they do things that are very crass. No one's calling them out on it. No one's checking them for it. So they're allowed to feel that they can do these things. There was a second situation I had where I was in traffic, and it was actually this morning, and someone stopped in the middle of traffic. A passenger got out of the car. They unloaded a few things. They had a conversation about what they were going to do later on. These were young guys, college age or something. And they completely were oblivious to the line of cars behind them in the middle of the street, at a busy intersection, right? Completely disregarded everyone behind them. It's about me, see? Discourteousness. Now, a lot of road rage situations happen because of this, because someone may say, "What the hell are you doing, man? Get out of the way," or something. And that will start some type of conflict, depending on how well grounded both parties involved are. You can have a potential for disaster, right? But you're not thinking about that when you're living in your own mind about something you want to do, right? I have all this stuff I have to unload. Instead of pulling over like a sensible person somewhere, you decided, to hold everybody else up because you're important and you just wanted that, right? You wanted to do what you wanted to do and nothing else mattered concerning anyone else. So you see, discourteousness takes effort, or showing discourtesy takes effort, And in many, many situations, the lady, I passed in the store this morning. I think I was getting some juice or something. Held the door open for her. Same thing. She came in And I spoke to this woman. I said, hello. Instead of her just saying simply hello because I held the door open for her, she decides to, not be responsive. And that is why people are screwed up. Clearly. In every way possible, right? You'll see the negative, low-life aspects of a person's character play out in any given scenario on any given day. This is why I'm here. Because I'm going to point that out. Right? Now, if I talk to the bigger world, which are you guys out there, I'm doing more of a service than just dressing that person, because that person is going to go about their life. I don't know them. I don't know you guys, but, we're getting familiar, right? But maybe I can prevent you or get you to think about that same thing so that you won't be discourteous to another person, because for a fact, damn well, if someone had done the same exact thing to you, it would be a story to be retold to someone else, right? I can't believe this person did this, right? And you have a story from one of your friends about some fool, who was showing supreme discourtesy. So, right now, this video is not going to be clinical, right? We're not going to talk about why the person is doing it, right? We're not going to try to get into their mind and unpeel the affected layers and try to understand where they're coming from. It doesn't really matter. If you know that you're not one of these types of people who do this, right, then you're doing the right thing. Some of this stuff came from when you were a child and grandma taught you this stuff. Grandma taught you how to show courtesy, or grandpa or someone, right? This is where you should have learned these things, your parents. But see, when your parents are just as screwed up as you are, or you potentially will be, what can we do for you? So that's why I'm looking at it from that standpoint. I don't really care about getting into the clinical of clinical aspects of why you're doing such a thing. I don't really care. I just don't want you to do it. That's where I am right now. Right? Prevents a lot of things. I love bad behavior people. But I like people who are appreciative of my courtesies. If I hold a door open for you, I appreciate when you appreciate me holding that door open. And you say thank you, right? I appreciate when people realize that people have places to go and they're not going to hold up a line of other folks trying to get to work. This guy was a frat boy or something. He didn't have anything to do. Right? People were trying to go to work or something. Get things done. Grown folks. And you're so important that, they can wait for you. Self-reflect. Like the videos and share the videos. And then subscribe to my channel. Go right down there to that button. Hit that button. And I'll be back. And we'll be talking again. Because this is the world that we live in. See you later.